Hello and welcome, everyone. Come on in. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday, where you can find me here almost on every Tuesday, uh, offering free readings to people who would like them. So we'll be using tarot, we can use angel cards, whatever kind of decks we want, right? So as you all come on in and make yourselves comfortable as you're finding me, I wanted to share a really cool manifesting story that just happened. So, this weekend, or actually, I'll back it up. Last week, with all the political stuff, I realized that I had just been falling into a pattern that wasn't serving me, and I was feeling anxiety and fear and all kinds of stuff again. So the waves, the waves that come and they go. And so I decided that I asked Spirit to help me solve this so that I can be sustainably sane and keep bringing the light and do my work and stop riding that wave. So that very day, it was on a Wednesday, it was just last Wednesday. I was watching something on YouTube and then an ad came up for Tony Robbins. And whatever your opinion about Tony is yours. I love Tony Robbins. I have been a fan of his, a student of his since I was 17, 16 years old. I don't know. In fact, a few of my friends in high school used to call me the female Tony Robbins. And then when I found myself pregnant at 17 and kicked out of the house and all that good stuff, I was at the library a lot, and then I was just devouring anything I can get my hands on that was Tony's. His audio books back in the day, they were cassette tapes. And his strength and his energy really inspired me. And then that just started a whole revolution in my life, a whole evolution where, and I recognize this is one of my patterns, when I don't know something and when I need help, I know that the help is there. I already have that mindset. I know that it's just a matter of me asking for it or looking for it, and it will show. And so my pattern is when things start getting rough and I don't have the answers, I will find a professional, somebody in the industry who knows better than I do, and I will find them quickly, or I will be led to them quickly. That whole idea has brought Hay House into my life. All of my teachers, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Marianne Williamson, Deepak Chopra, the list goes on and on of really remarkable people who have been my teachers. And so even when I was broke and on welfare, pregnant at 17, I knew that I had books and libraries. I can get this stuff for free. And so there I am, and that has just been a pattern. So then fast forward, last week I asked that same question, and it's like, okay, Spirit, help me get out of this funk and stay out of it. And then there's Tony on a commercial, and he is talking about the Rise Up Summit that was starting the very next day. And it's a free summit for anybody who wants to attend. And it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it was exactly what I needed. It was the infusion that I needed. So while I was in the summit learning new techniques and tools that I share with all of you and myself, of course, of course, he had people pitch his Unleash the Power Within virtual event that's coming up in March. And I had never been to a Tony Robbins live event or anything like that. I've just read all of his books and watch him on anything he comes on to, even Shallow Hal. And he's just a great person, I think. And so anyway, it was right around rent time. So it's the 1st of February, right? I'm gathering all my resources and money so I can pay my bills. It's been slow. It's always slow around the season. Or let me reframe that. It has been in the past, slow around the season. And so I was already busy just manifesting money to pay the bills, get all the February bills paid. I like to just do them all at once. And so I was focused on that. And then here comes the unleash the power within thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm going. I want to go to that. So let's throw that into the pile of money that I want and money that I need, right? So lo and behold, the very next day I get two uh, jobs. So I'm a wedding officiant and I also do funerals. I do everything spiritual, right? And so I get these two new jobs back to back, and typically I just ask for the deposit, and then when the service is provided, then the rest is paid. And both of the parties said, "Can we just pay in full? I don't want to bother with this later." So I'm like, okay. So it's just amazing how quickly we can really manifest exactly it is that we want, with a lot of desire, with a lot of passion behind it. Because I think we get very complacent about what we think is available to us, and oh, that's all I need and I'm kind of good. And I've always kind of been like that, where it's like, I don't need to be rich, just get my bills paid. Well, I'm facing the whole notion of raising that bar and knowing that, money affords a lot of freedoms and a lot of pleasures. And it also helps us get into a place where we can be generous and helping others and just being ahead of the game, right? So, this manifestation that just literally happened overnight reminded me of all the things that I teach and how quick and how easy it really is. And we don't have to know the hows. We don't have to know how things are going to happen. All we have to do is ask, or put that desire in. And then also I was listening to audiobooks as I was falling asleep. I made a very intentional uh, uh, plan to not watch the news, not get into the funk, not do any of that stuff. And so then I would listen to like Neville Goddard and the great mystics of manifesting back in the day. They said it first, they said it the best. And falling asleep to those messages, and then waking up to new clients, right? And new money in my account, and more than I needed, much more than I needed. And able to buy the ticket to the Tony Robbins event. It was really cool. So this just inspired me to get back onto that track of manifesting and being really intentional and all of that. And so as community members here, I am going to start doing some live streams again where we really get into it and talk about the tools and the techniques and share our intentions and our goals, our dreams, our desires, so that we can make this stuff happen. We can allow it to happen. And I think when we're all together like that, the intention just becomes even more fortified and strong. So anyway, I just wanted to open with that. Let's get into readings. So let me see who's here. I see Alana. Hey. Nice to meet you, Alana. Thank you for being here. JS is hey, hi. Yes, please go ahead and ask your questions now. I am officially open for readings. Yes, so ask away and I will do my best to give you what you want or give you what you need, right? Okay, let's open this. And know that spirit is always leading the way. And I am open and available to that. Okay. JS says that's interesting. If you haven't tried manifesting something with intention, I highly recommend it. And start with something small. You'll see it come into your reality, and then you start to develop proof, social proof, right? And then that just builds your confidence. Okay, JS has an exam on 27 February. Am I going to pass this exam? All right, what fell out? Seven of Swords fell out. I don't know if that's, I'm going to keep it out though. Let's see what that, that doesn't really, maybe just by the hair of your chinny chin chin. It's, I don't know. Let me ask another JS. Okay, give me a yes or a no, please. Put that back in there in case it wants to come out again. All right. Am I passing that exam on the 27th of February? Okay. Okay. So this pretty much says it all. The yellow color, solar plexus energy, is about strength. Don't get caught up in the fear. Don't get caught up in the worry. Focus on the end result of you passing that exam and then doing whatever you need to do to prepare yourself, of course, you know. So just like with my recent manifestation, the right person, the right people, the right tools, the right study partners, all of that will show up. So ask that and get yourself ready to receive those answers and that guidance. But it looks, yes, it looks good, right? So Alana, there's Alana and Catherine. Let me answer Alana first. I would just like guidance and love, or any guidance the divine really wants to bring through for me. I am seeking clarity in life and in love. JS, you are so much. You're so welcome. Okay, Alana. Guidance, love, and life. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for providing guidance for Alana in love and just life in general. Okay, so love tells me, I pulled two, the love is the world. And what that tells you is that you are up-leveling to the next level. And you have acquired all kinds of information, resources, experiences that have helped you hone, excuse me, your desires or your preferences, all of that stuff. So it's kind of like the story of Goldilocks, right? You've probably had a few bowls of porridge until you find the right one. Well, you're coming to that level of expertise in this area. So you can expect, because you are at this higher level of being, that we attract what we be, not necessarily what we want, right? And so you have become the partner that you seek. And as a result of that, the law of attraction says it's inevitable that, you know, of course, whatever you're desiring, in this case, romance, love, all of that, is inevitably going to be drawn to you. So keep working on yourself and allow this next evolution to happen. And what happens also, PS, when you're in that higher evolution, your pool does get a little bit smaller, but don't let that fool you. Size matters in this case, right? You don't want a wide variety of people. Now you're going to be attracting a more specific person, right? And according to your own growth patterns. And know that you have all the guidance, all the help that you can possibly need. Just keep your eye on the prize. And then with life, that's the same kind of story with the Life General card, is the King of Swords, where it's like, keep the vision still, keep the vision strong. So I think winning at this game of life really comes down to controlling and directing our mental energy and redirecting it when it gets a little wonky, and knowing that all of the answers are out there, right? So this is about being sharp, being mindful, being intentional, and seeing the vision that you want to bring in, using that imagination, using that superpower. And as you're doing that, know that the universe is always responding to you. You can't lose, right? You're always going to attract what you're thinking about. So keep sharp. Stay sharp, my friend. Okay. And then we have Catherine. Catherine asks, will my son Jason get the job he applied for? All right, let's see. Jason and the job. Jason and the job. Will he get that one job that he applied for? We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is always the community card. It looks positive. It's a yes. So community card is about wellness, abundance, plenty of money here, plenty of people, plenty of just family. It's a life is good kind of energy. So it's a yes. Oops. So hopefully he wants that job. That's another thing to consider. But yes, he will. All right. Get my tongue. And if anybody is wondering what that is behind me, it is the Monterey Bay Aquarium live stream. I used to live there, and sometimes I miss it, and then I'll just put that on for company and the cool and the calm. But I love the jellyfish. Who loves jellyfish? Raise your hand. Yes, so it's a yes. Yep. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. You're welcome, Catherine. All right. Do we have any other questions? I'm not seeing in my feed. So let me look. Okay. Don't go down that YouTube rabbit hole. Okay. Okay, help me pronounce your name. Tejasvi. I'll call you Tej. How's that? Hi, I am Tej, and I have applied for MS at MIT. Good for you, which is in the USA. Will I get admission there or not? Okay, Tej, let's see if we're going to go to MIT. All right, Tej, MIT. Okay, interesting answer. So it looks like you're a little bit bound up with this one. All right. So there's something in here that's stopping you from going forward with it, at least for now. But it does look like it improves. However, it looks like you're going to have to maybe create some sort of other strategy that's not as straightforward as you would like it to be, right? So like maybe having to do with, well, the swords are always our thoughts, our words, our communication, and all of that. Maybe having somebody like help you write an essay or do something like that, that maybe you're going to have to go outside the rules a little bit in one little area. I'm not exactly sure what that area is, but right now it feels like it's pretty bound up and tied up, but it does look like you're going to break out with this one, right? So get creative with your strategies, all right? Get creative with your strategies, and don't take no for an answer if you really want it. This is another one of those situations where manifesting and using the manifesting superpowers, the imagination and all of that as one of your tools, so that you can see yourself there, you can see yourself attending, and then ask your spirit guides or ask the universe, show me how to get this done. What creative thing do I need to do to ensure that I'm in, right? And then watch the right people, the right situations, the right answers come your way. All right. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but ultimately, yes, with a creative strategy. Okay. All righty. Okay. Its decision is going to come on Feb 5th. Awesome. Okay. So on Feb 5th, keep your eye on that's tomorrow, right? Okay. Negotiate is the word that I hear too. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Because you're going to hear maybe it's the bound up energy that you're feeling now that's going to be set free. But if you, yes, just stay flexible, negotiate. I have a question that was sent in earlier that I want to make sure that I address because last week I forgot. So Sunflower wants to know, what would Spirit like me to know? You know what? I want to use my other deck for this. Let's use the Light Seers. Cool deck. Same tarot. Different pictures, different energies. Okay. All right. What would Spirit like Sunflower to know? All right. Let's see. Break this down. The Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I like it. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Martha Stewart card or the Beyonce card of the other deck, right? Where the woman with all of her, she's in her garden and she's slow and steady wins the race, all that good stuff. What Spirit would like you to know, Sunflower, is that you're doing it, you're growing it, everything is in motion, everything they have received all of your requests and they are building. Your desires are growing. And so, there's going to be some harvest time here soon, and all of these things are at play and everything is working out really, really well. So trust the process, trust the universe, know that your garden looks really good. And then the Page of Wands, this talks about, getting that inspo, feeling some new inspiration. I know, like right now, it's a snowy day in my neck of the woods. I'm waiting for this, but it's already in you. So you don't have to wait. So catch the spirit, catch the waves, ride them, and know that there's just new ideas coming your way, new ways of seeing people, seeing things, new ways of bringing your work, your light to the planet, so just stay that pure channel that you already are, and let it all in. Okay, so let's see, we have Janvi. Could I get a message from my spirit guides? You bet. Message from the spirit guides. Janvi. Hopefully you guys are still here. Thank you for being patient while I'm doing readings for other people. I will get to you. And I hope this serves you well. That is always my intention. Okay, spirit guides. Janvi. What does Spirit want Janvi to know? We have the High Priestess and Justice. Okay. So Spirit wants you to know, or the message for you is that you may be feeling your intuition really like open up on steroids. I'm really sensing that you are waking up that part of you that is connected to Spirit always, and it's really strong. and to continue to trust it, continue to grow it, continue to develop it, share your wisdom and knowledge with others, right? So I see you as a light worker. I see you as somebody here that is here to bring the light and to share those universal laws and the secrets of the universe with others in a really simple, easy way so that they can use them in their own lives and leverage them. And then justice, karma. Karma is your other one. So also, as a light worker, I'm sensing that you're probably wondering what the heck is going on in the world. And it might be testing your high priestess self, like it did me the last few weeks until I found my sanity again and got realigned. So this is reminding you that there are so many bigger forces in our world beyond the five senses, as you know, and to trust that and to know that karmic justice is always happening, will always prevail every time, 100%. We may not see it right away, but know that it's coming and that it's all working out. Okay. So I hope that helps you. All right. If anybody else would like a reading, let me know. All righty. Let me check to make sure I'm getting all of these messages, because a lot of times they don't come through on my app. And I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, not seeing it. All right. Okay, Jojo is here. TJ says thank you. Yep. All right. Jojo, is Kay, my boyfriend, intentionally being distant towards me? Okay, Jojo, let me find out. Let's ask Spirit. Let's ask the cards. And I want to let you know, too, also, people, that the tarot is not the end-all, be-all. It's not the last word. You always have the final word in the story of your life, right? So if things are appearing in ways that you are not satisfied, you can always change the narrative. You can affect the energy of people, places, and things more than you realize. So that's another reason you need to join the community, so you learn how to do that stuff. So you don't feel so at whim of all of these external situations, circumstances, crazy people, all of that. We can actually really affect things for the better. But one of the first techniques, though, is to redirect our energy so that we're not growing the problem. That is one of the things that I see happening with a lot of us, including myself. I'm no longer feeding the problem, and I'm all in solution and light mode now. I want you to come with me on that journey. Join the community, subscribe, get the info, man, because we have work to do. Okay, Jojo, I'm on it. Okay, is K intentionally being distant toward me? Okay, focus on Jojo, not me. Okay. Boyfriend. Yeah, so we have Page of Cups. So it sounds like that's his energy. There's some heart stuff here. So he feels like he's sensitive, or he's contemplating his heart and what he wants. And then the Three of Wands is the contemplation card. So I just see him doing some internal work on himself, asking what it is that he really wants. So in this case, I would say, give him a space so he can figure out a few things so that he can feel his way through this. Yeah, because a lot of times, we get into stuff and then we're just like, why am I doing this? I'm not exactly sure. What do I really want? But all of these experiences and relationships lead us to the higher ground of what it is that we really want. So give him some space. I'm not detecting anything fishy or wrong. I'm detecting that he's in a place of tapping in. And when people tap in, it's always a good thing. You know, it's always a good thing. Okay. Well, I'm sure if he asked you to be his girlfriend and he doesn't know what he wants, that would be a good question to ask him, right? So, and to have that conversation with him and to maybe help him through that a bit. Okay. Okay, you asks, what are Zach's, oh, I can read it so much better from a distance. What are Zach's current feelings for me, please? And I hope you're doing it well. Well, that is so sweet. Thank you. I am doing well. I'm doing really well. Digging my snowy day here in Oregon. It hasn't snowed like this in a long time. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Zach's current feelings towards you. Okay, Zach, what's going on with you towards Zach? Towards you. Okay. Zach. All right, I have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. What is the Six of Pentacles in the traditional tarot? Oh, it's the reciprocity. The what goes around comes around, giving and taking, giving and receiving. So it sounds, tapping into answering your question, it feels like there's a nice reciprocity going on in here, right? So what goes around comes around. And then I get the Knight of Pentacles, where he just might have a lot of his mental energy on his finances or his job also. But this is in how he sees you. So maybe he also sees you as a good financial partner, but there's a lot of money and financial stability and rootedness. There's a lot of grounding energy here. So it feels really positive. Yeah. So that's what's coming through. I hope that translates to you and you know what Spirit is trying to convey with that. Okay. Yes, the snow is awesome. We know each other from school. Okay, cool. Yeah, so maybe there's that a very practical, grounded feeling that I have about that. Okay, any other questions? We'll give it another minute or so and talk about your brilliance once again. So remember that you always have the final word and that you can create worlds and manifest anything you want. You're welcome. Sure, go ahead and ask one more. I'm down. I'm all about it. And then make sure you subscribe, everybody, so that way you can, this will show up in your feed. You'll know when we're going live. You get the reminders, all that good stuff, every Tuesday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. I wonder what time it is in your neck of the woods. Okay, go ahead and ask your question. And know that when you're asking questions, it's really good because you're manifesting when you're asking questions. You're putting yourself into a receptive mode so that you can hear and receive the answers that are here for you. Okay, since I am single, what are, okay, I can't read the name. Sali, what are Sali thoughts about me? Since I am single, okay. Let's find out. So it sounds like we're maybe shopping, contemplating, considering. It's all good. Okay. Okay, Eight of Wands. So this is, what does this person think of you? This person thinks that you have a lot of energy. Boom, lots of energy. And that you also have Chariot energy, which means you're a go-getter. You're really steadfast. You focus, you keep your eye on the prize. So you have a lot of amazing energy of manifesting and going and doing and being, you know. So that's what he thinks of you. Okay. I want to ask for my own self, are either of these romantic potentials? Okay. So I'm going to pull one card for each of them and ask about their romantic potentiality. Okay. So the first one is the first one, and then this one is the second one. You know their names. First one, Two of Cups. Oh, yes, potential. Two of Cups is the Two of Cups. It's partnership, it's love, it's romance, all that. So the first one, potential. Ace of Wands is for the second person, and the Ace of Wands is about also potential. So the potential of fire, desire, all of that. So this one feels more like passion. This one feels more like love. Both potentials, both possibilities. I would go for the Cups though, because passion can be fleeting. So there's my two. All right. I think we're done for today. Come back, join me next week and the Tuesday after that, and then join the community, the membership, for all the different special live streams that we do for members only, where we really develop our psychic senses, our intuitions, our manifesting mojo, and really learn how to leverage our inner brilliance to create the world that we really love and really want, right? So I will say goodbye for now, but I will see you all in the near future. All right. Take good care, everybody.